Easy guys, Careless here, and today we finally got the announcement. I mean, it's been kind of on DBZ Space and other places, but it's finally in the news. We have the Heroes Legacy Goku Jr. event. So, if you remember recently we had the Bulma, that was a free-to-play card that where you could not only level it, SA10 it, and Dokkan Awaken it during the event, you could also max out the hidden potential, the dupe system as well, with very specific orbs. So we're going to have to take a little look at that, and then we're going to jump over to the DBZ Dokkan Battle Wiki, have a little look at the card as well. This card is incredibly strong. If it retains the same stats and everything that it does on JP, which they almost always do, this will be the hardest hitting, the strongest free-to-play card that we will have in our arsenal. So definitely worth farming. As far as I'm aware, this card will be coming out about 10:30 GMT. I'm really bad for time zones, so I apologize if that's a slightly out, but I think that's roughly right. I think it's 2:30 PDT, so that should be about 10:30 GMT. And I'm sure if you're EST or whatever, it's somewhere in the middle, so that gives you a rough idea of when it's going to drop today. But let's take a look. So we'll have a quick look at the news. So obviously it says Goku Jr., the offspring of Goku, you know, is going to drop. The event details, there you go. So for a chance to get the card and awaken it, Dokkan Awaken it, you got to do the event. So the event is coming. There you go. It says the 9th of the 7th, which is today at 2:30 PDT. So, like I said, I think that's 10:30 at night for us in the UK, and 11:30 if you're like in Central Europe. And I don't know what time you'd be if you're in America. I really don't. I apologise, but that should hopefully give you a rough idea of when you want to sit down and maybe start doing the farm. So we'll quickly jump over to the website at the JP event, because obviously it isn't officially on global yet, so we won't have a wiki for that, but it's a good indicator of what to expect. So we'll have a quick overlook of the event, and then we'll check out the Dokkan Awaken card so you can see the links and the stats. So as you can see, the event, unlike the Bulma event, which everything was done in one stage, it is broken into different stages, so you need to make sure you are farming the right stage for the right materials that you require. So stage 1 on the hard and Z hard will be where you farm your card, and then stage 2 will be where you farm. Stage 2 and 3, sorry, will be where you will be farming the appropriate medals you need to first awaken him before you Dokkan Awaken him. So for a lot of people, you won't really be in need of those particular medals here and here. But if you are in need of the Kais, that's where you want to be spending your time. Now this is where we get into sort of the meat of the event for when you want to Dokkan Awaken your card, is just here. So stage 4 is where you get the specific medals required. Now I don't know how hard this event is, but it is a free-to-play event, so I imagine if you're just taking a standard team, you'll be able to just stomp all over this, and it should be a relatively quick affair. This does say that if you do it on Z hard, then you should be able to 100% farm the Dokkan medal. So that is essentially doing it in 5 runs, which is pretty nice. And then obviously the orbs. Now there is nothing new about the orbs. They're exactly the same as the ones on the Bulma event, which means you require where is it? You require 6,000 small, 3,000 medium, and a couple hundred large. Now obviously that's not entirely accurate, but that's just a ballpark of what you will need. Now stage 5 does also have the same Nimbus cloud that the Bulma event had, which is at a 20% drop rate. So if you see that, aim for it. It's a must. Obviously then you'll gain additional orbs on your run. So yeah, that's basically it. So as you can see, if you scroll down, there are missions on JP that we will likely also have. So, and it does warn that you shouldn't Dokkan Awaken your Goku Jr. until you've done the missions. So, you know, warning, make sure you do not Dokkan Awaken this card until you've done all the missions and you've received all the rewards, because otherwise you might end up hurting yourself. We don't want that. We want everyone to get all the goodies. Now we'll jump over and we'll check out the Dokkan Awakened card. This is what your card should look like once he's Dokkan Awakened, and these are his stats. So he has a leader skill 14, which is +2 ki, a HP, attack, and defense 30%. So he's the equivalent to Bulma, which is fantastic. He also causes supreme damage, beautiful. Now his passive skill is kind of interesting. So he does have a attack up when he supers, so he can do 40% more. I mean, he will do 40% more. But the thing to be careful of is he does have a 40% reduction to his defense when he supers, so make sure this card is not blocking once you super, because you could leave yourself incredibly vulnerable. It depends obviously what you're going against and how much damage they'll inflict, but reducing your defense by 40% almost against anyone is gonna get you absolutely wrecked, so do not do that. Now his links are fantastic. He has Golden Warrior, he has Super Saiyan, In the Family, the Saiyan Lineage, GT, and Shattering Limit. Now, this card is ridiculous. It will link with a lot of there are a lot of options that you can link with this card. So definitely look them up, check them out. I'm gonna have some interesting. I'm definitely gonna have some fun building some rainbow teams, because obviously if you can put Bulma and the Goku Jr. in the same team, that's going to be insane. So we're going to be looking at to see what like a mini rainbow free-to-play leads we can come up with. There's 1 or 2 in the Dragon Ball Saga that I'm interested in, but the pull rate is atrocious, so we probably won't be pulling that. There's his stats, and there you go. So the exact orbs required. So you need 6,540 small, 3,350 medium, and 346 large. There you go. So yeah, this card is ridiculous. Like I said, I saw some stuff on this card when he came to JP, and he can hit for 500,000 with the right setup, which is incredibly strong for a free-to-play card, even on like a completely optimal team for Bulma, like perfect team. There are only a few occasions where she can even come close to that kind of damage. So you definitely want to be farming this card. I will be farming this card immediately, the very moment it drops. It's ridiculous, especially as the fact that you don't have to worry about duping him. He will have orbs to farm. I imagine if you're super efficient and you can get this done, this event shouldn't really take you more than 5 or 6 hours, and then you've basically got the strongest free-to-play card that is currently available in the game. Of course, until next time, boys and girls, peace.